Man, I had a good workout. Feel real strong and real amazing. And then we got to worry about our health, with these prescription drugs. What's going on? Well, Trump has launched RX, and according to him, that's going to lower drug prices. We're going to know. We're going to find out if we're going to lower the drug prices. So he's launching it, and that's what we're going to talk about now. I'm going to play the video with him speaking on Trump RX. You see it right there. We got Trump accounts, .gov or .org. Then we got TrumpRx.gov, which is supposed to be cheap drug prices. He say he didn't talk to the plug, and they're going to give him, the same prices that they give everybody else. According to him, they're overcharging us because, America's the land of milk and honey, which that makes sense. When somebody got big money, you always going to charge them top dollar for whatever product you got. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. It's called capitalism. In all those other countries, America think y'all this and y'all think y'all all this and y'all think y'all all that. So, we're going to go on. If y'all want this, y'all got to pay this. And guess what? America been being a sucker, according to some people, all this time, paying high prices basically for everything. But then other countries will get things for a player price. It's called the homeboy shopping network, as we used to call it. Well, if I know you and I'm cool with you, I give you, if I'm cool with you, I'm going to give you what is called the homeboy price. But then somebody else from a way another section who think they all that in a bag of chips, well, I'm going to charge you top dollar. Same thing, It's called the homeboy shopping network, That's exactly what it's called. So, we're going to react to that. Hope y'all having a great night. This is not going to be a long live. But, a lot of people, depend on prescription drugs. Some people got to pay for it out their money. Out their, pocket. And this is good information if it all adds up to be, what it's supposed to be. If we going to get cheap prices, on these drugs, so that's what we're going to see. That's what we're going to see, Chad. Will we get cheap prices, on these drugs? But to see, that's why it's very important, Chad, that you really try to take care of your health the best way you can, Make sure you're not drinking all that sugar, Make sure you're not eating a lot of salt, because this medication, drug prices, it's like dealing drugs. It is what it is. It's like dealing drugs. Who I'm gonna get the stuff from for the cheapest price. You know what I'm saying? Whoever get the cheapest price, that's who we're gonna spend our money with. It's big business when it comes to these drug prices. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very important that we practice good health, exercise every day. Make sure you're drinking plenty water. Make sure you are eating vegetables. Make sure you are living the best healthy lifestyle as you can. Make sure you're not drinking every day. Make sure you're not smoking every single day. You know what I'm saying? At least try to live 80 or 75% of a great lifestyle, because these days, man, is these drug companies are the drug dealers, guys. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you born with a serious disease or something like that, that's totally different. But I'm talking about something that's preventable, like living a healthy lifestyle, so you won't get high blood pressure, you won't get diabetes, and those type of things, because, man, these drug companies, we just got to keep it real. There's no telling what's inside these drugs, bro, that they're making overseas. There's no telling. So it's 2026. Capitalism is at an all-time high. Everybody's just trying to make a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to cut those drugs as much as they can, to get the top dollar and the most out of whatever, you know how they bag it up or bottle it up. They're trying to get the most. Less product, more dollars. It's called capitalism. That's why it's very, very important. And that's why I'm always preach on this channel. You got to take care of your health. You got to make sure you are drinking water. You got to make sure you are eating correctly. You got to make sure you're not going out to eat all the time. Make sure specifically staying away from fast food. Some people eat fast food every day. Some people drink sodas every single day. We got to start cutting back on some of those things, guys, because they are cutting that stuff more than ever. They're trying to do whatever they can to make as much profit as they can. They're going to do whatever they can do to get all the money out of us. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to promote the Burger King. They're going to promote the Jack in the Box. They're going to promote sodas. They're going to promote the cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? They're going to promote all these things. You know what I'm saying? To try to get us. The economy is not. I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about health. That's what I'm talking about. $43.99. We're talking about health, and we're talking about medication, drug prices. That's what we're talking about. So we got to work on our health, because like what Donald Trump about to tell us right now, they're trying to get the cheapest price on the dope. Might as well say that. They're trying to get the cheapest price on these medication prescription drugs, and to be honest with y'all, chat, there's no telling what they're cutting this stuff with. That's why, back to what I was saying, they're going to promote Jack in the Box. They're going to promote the bad eating. They're going to promote DoorDash and Uber. The Super Bowl coming up. We're going to see more DoorDash and Uber and fast food and food that is basically bad for us. We're going to see all those commercials on Sunday. The pizzas, the hamburgers, the stuff that's really, really, really bad. The alcohol, the cigarettes. You're going to see those commercials are going to be on the screen all Sunday. Have you noticed, chat? We really don't see that much promotion about exercising, right? Trump or X, that's what we're about to react to. We don't see that many commercials and that much promoting about health and wellness, about exercising. We don't see that. So thank y'all for joining me, chat. I'm your host, the one on the Stock Sniper, and we're going to react to Donald Trump launching Trump RX. Listen very carefully to what the president is telling us. Listen very, very carefully about how these countries that's making these drugs, because America is buying these drugs, these prescription medications from countries overseas. We gotta remember that medication you taking is coming from overseas. We gotta remember that. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. Hit the like button as you enter the chat. We got 66 people in the building. We got to get the likes up, guys, because I'm talking about things on this channel that nobody's going to talk about, bro. Nobody's going to talk about your health and wellness. Nobody's going to talk about trying to live a healthy lifestyle. Nobody's going to say, stay away from McDonald's, stay away from Jack in the Box, stay away from Burger King. Drink as much water as you can. Eat as much fruit and vegetables as you can. Stay away from all that sugar. Not just you, but also your kids. Don't be giving your kids sodas every single day. Don't be letting your kids eat Happy Meals every single day. Don't get me wrong. Of course, you're going to have a burger every now and then, but don't make the hamburger your lifestyle. Don't make the sodas your lifestyle. Don't make the cigarette smoking your lifestyle. Don't do it. Take it from the OG. Because guess what? Those prescription drug companies, they want us to eat all the bad food, chat. They want us drinking all the Cokes. They want us drinking less water. They want us eat all the processed meats. That's what they want. Why? Because if you eat that every single day all the time, it's a great possibility that you're going to get high blood pressure, that you're going to get pre-diabetes and diabetes, and it makes them, well, they make a whole lot of money off this prescription medication. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. I have been ranting a little bit, so let's get to what Trump is going to tell us. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and share the video. If you live a healthy lifestyle and none of this that I'm talking about really apply to you, share the video. You got somebody in your family, somebody you know that need to hear this stuff. So here we go, chat. Thank y'all for joining me. Here we go.
Thank you. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. People are going to save a lot of money and be healthy. So we're here this evening to celebrate the launch of one of the most transformative healthcare initiatives of all time. There's never been anything like it. Starting tonight, dozens of the most commonly used prescription drugs will be available at dramatic discounts for all consumers throughout a new website. It's called TrumpRx.gov. That's TrumpRx.gov. For years, politicians from both parties have promised to bring down prescription drug prices and make healthcare more affordable, but they all failed. It was all words as usual. They failed, and they failed badly. They tried doing this, some of them, most of them didn't even try because they never really had a shot at it. But I'm actually getting it done, and it is done, actually. This launch represents the largest reduction in prescription drug prices in history by many, many times, and it's not even close. You're going to see numbers that you're not going to believe. Americans have long been paying the highest drug prices anywhere in the world, while other countries often paid pennies on the dollar for the exact same drugs. We were essentially subsidizing the entire world, and subsidizing by hundreds of billions of dollars every year. The United States is just 4% of the world's population and consumes only 13% of all prescription drugs, yet pharmaceutical companies have been making 75% from these drugs. Think of it, 75% of the money they made came from the United States, with a smaller population than what we will call the world. The American people were effectively subsidizing the cost of drugs for the entire world, and it's not going to happen any longer.
You heard what he said, Chad. 75% of the money that they making comes from America. You think they want us eating healthy? They want to keep us eating at McDonald's. They want to keep us buying Cokes. They want to keep us smoking cigarettes. They want to keep us smoking vapes. They want to keep us smoking Black and Milds. Because they understand on the back end comes health problems. And then that's when they make all the money selling us medication, prescription drugs. On some things that if you would, if you would live a healthy lifestyle, you can more than likely avoid all that. But they want us sick.
We ended it. Everybody knew it was unfair for 30 years, but nobody did anything about it. Under the most favored nation agreements my administration has negotiated, the United States will pay the lowest price paid by any other country. So we're taking the lowest price paid for drugs. We will pay equal to whatever the lowest price anywhere in the world. That's the price that you're going to be paying. It's a tremendous reduction. Drug prices in other nations will go up by doing this. They had to agree, and the reason they agreed is I used tariffs. I said, if you don't put them up, then we're going to put tariffs on your nation.
So according to Trump, Chad, these countries, these companies been overcharging Americans because America's the land of milk and honey. They know the money is over here. So they've been charging us, according to Donald Trump, a whole lot of money for these prescription drugs. And now, because of Trump X and whatever system he put in place, he's saying that now we're going to start paying the lowest amount for the drug prices. Let's carry on.
Which will be more expensive to you. So in many cases, the drug costs will go up by double and even triple for them, but they're going way down for the United States, come all the way down by a difference of as much as 300, 400, 500, even 600%, even more than that in some cases. For example, you will see dramatic reductions in the cost of popular weight loss drugs known as GLP-1s. GLP-1s. Novo Nordisk will be slashing the price, as an example, of Ozempic from more than $1,000 to $199, and the price of Wegovy from more than $1,300 to $199. Nobody can even believe it. A 578% difference. Eli Lilly, who's been very helpful to us in getting this done, will be cutting the cost of its common insulin, drug, and medication from $200 to $25. Nobody can believe it. $200 to $25. AstraZeneca.
Wait, chat. Let me rewind it for the people in the back. That's some hell of a discounts if all this is really true. That's some hell of a discounts, chat.
From more than $1,300 to $199. Nobody can even believe it. A 578% difference. Eli Lilly, who's been very helpful to us in getting this done, will be cutting the cost of its common insulin, drug, and medication from $200 to $25. Nobody can believe it. $200 to $25. AstraZeneca is slashing the price of a common inhaler from $458 to $51, a difference of nearly 800%. And we're also delivering historic discounts for couples struggling with infertility, as EMD Serrano will dramatically cut the cost of its most common IVF drugs. For example, a single dose of the most common IVF drug in the country, Gonal F, will plummet from the highest price in the developed world that we paid. The United States was subsidizing everybody. We paid the highest to the lowest price in the world, which will be demonstrating very shortly. We have some very talented people coming up and showing you how it's going to work and how the website works. All of these discounts and more will be available directly to consumers starting today at trumprx.gov. In just a moment, we will demonstrate how you can go to the website, get a coupon, and pick up your heavily discounted prescription drugs, highest level drugs, the highest level company, finest in the world, biggest in the world, most powerful drug companies in the world. And we had to go through them, and then we had to get all of these countries worldwide to lower their prices, and for us, help us lower our price. And what they did is, again, their prices went up by double, triple, and even sometimes 4 and 5 times. But the dozens of commonly used drugs available today are just the beginning. 16 of the 17 largest pharmaceutical companies have signed agreements, and the other one is coming. Believe me, they're coming, committing that going forward, all new medicines they bring to the market in the United States will be available at most favored nation prices. For those that don't know, that means in the entire world, most favored, we get the most favored, the lowest price. So if somebody gets a great price, that's great for us because we get it. So this is the exact opposite of what's been happening for the last 30 plus years. This policy, which is a key pillar of the great healthcare plan, is going to bring copays plummeting down and save Americans billions and billions of dollars, making healthcare much more affordable, like at a level that you couldn't believe. In my first administration, I kept drugs pretty even. I thought I was doing a great job, but this is really the great job. There's never been anything like it. Nobody thought it was possible to get it done. It's the biggest thing to happen in healthcare, I think, in many, many decades. Under these agreements, the top pharmaceutical companies will also be investing hundreds of billions of dollars to bring drug manufacturing back to America. It's already happening. They're building plants all over the country. Eli Lilly is building 6 plants with billions and billions of dollars each, which means jobs, economic growth, factory openings, and far greater national security. And it's really a big factor was the tariffs. We're charging very substantial tariffs for companies that don't want to make their drugs or pharmaceuticals and automobiles and other things. If they don't want to make them in the United States, they have to pay very big penalties in the form of tariffs. And what that means is they're all coming here. Every industry is coming here. We're taking in more than $18 trillion into the United States because of tariffs. The companies, the only way they can avoid them is to build here. They avoid paying the tariff. Now, they've been doing that, countries, to us for 30 years. That's how we lost so much business. They were drying up our country. We were losing factories. We were losing jobs like nobody's ever seen for many, many years. And now it's all been reversed, and we've never had a period. This is the wealthiest our country has ever been. We have hundreds of billions of dollars a year pouring in, and we're taking advantage of it. I want to give a special thanks to Airbnb co-founder and now, much more importantly, the Chief Design Officer of the United States, Joe Gebbia, and the entire team at the National Design Studio. They're unbelievably talented people. This group of geniuses could be doing anything right now. They could have been making a big fortune out there, but they decided they want to be with the government and do exactly what you're going to see tonight, and also some other things having to do with our country. And I want to thank Joe. With their help, our American by Design initiative will fully transform our most dated federal systems and services, providing Americans the richest, most beautiful, and most user-friendly government experience in the entire world. We have the greatest designers in the entire world, and they're with our country. They love our country. That's why they're doing it. So now I'd like to invite Administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, an incredible guy, a really brilliant man, Dr. Mehmet Oz, to show us how this beautiful new website works. And Dr. Oz, come on, and let's see what you can tell us. Thank you, by the way, everybody. You're going to save a fortune, and this is also so good for overall health care. And Oz, you've done a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So you demanded, President demanded, that we have most favored nation drug pricing, which he explained beautifully. Today, you can now get access to these discounted, steeply discounted prices. All the hard work the president and the administration have done now is yours, but you have to go check TrumpRx.gov. So if you have access, please log on right now. It's free. You get to look at all the prices, and you should not be buying drugs anymore going forward without at least checking to see if those medications are available at these discounted prices on TrumpRx.gov. That stated, Mr. President, many people don't appreciate this, but one of the most special things you've been able to do, besides negotiating these kinds of deals, is bringing wonderful people around you who can actually fulfill the dream of making drugs. Americans are turned away from the drugstore. They can't afford the drugs. No more. Our most vulnerable are protected. To do that, you need brilliant software engineers. And Ed Korstein led a wonderful group that you hired. Folks, again, would never normally have come to the government to work to make this possible. And Joe, just a superstar, and he's going to take us through the website.
Well, thanks, Dr. Oz. Mr. President, I've launched some big websites, and this is one I think you're going to be very proud of. So you mentioned Gonalef. I think this is an interesting drug that we can check.
Wait, hold up, Chad. We got a sponsor of the show, Brian Pickens. You are a sponsor of the show. Appreciate you for sending the gift. Bronze medal. Thank you, Brian Pickens. You're an amazing person, and you are officially a sponsor of the show. You're an amazing person. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting the show. You are the first sponsor of the show.
You can see, how do you find a drug on the site? So we'll pull up the website here.
Hold up,
This is TrumpRx.gov. And I'm going to start at the search bar where I can search by the drug name. So I type in Gonalef, and I see it autocompletes. When I click on this, I have a beautiful page that shows the drug product. And right at the top, I see this is 83% off the original price. Now, how do I get this discount? I take this coupon and I bring it to the pharmacy. I can print it out. I can add it to my wallet on my phone, whether that's an Apple or
Wow.
an Android. I show it to the pharmacist, and I get the coupon credit right at the register. Now, this is an intelligent site. We know that there's other drugs that are commonly prescribed
Okay,
along
y'all
with
can
this.
see
So we
it. Hold
surface
on,
them here,
Chad.
and they work with the same
Oh, I didn't
coupon.
do it right. My bad,
Okay,
Chad.
next, what pharmacies can
Yeah.
you go to get this drug?
Let me rewind it
It's
a
a
little
smart
bit.
site. We pull up exactly credit right at the drug.
He's showing us the
This
website,
is
Chad.
trumprx.gov. And I'm going to start at the search bar where I can search by the drug name. So I type in Gonal-F, and I see it autocompletes. When I click on this, I have a beautiful page that shows the
We
drug
got another
product.
gift, another
And right at
sponsor
the
of the
top,
show.
I see this is 83% off
Hold
the
up.
original.
We got Bob, 8914. You are a sponsor of the show. We got two sponsors of the show. We got two sponsors so far. We got Bob, 8914, and also Brian Pickens. Thank y'all for being sponsors of the show. We really appreciate y'all. Let's go on with this presentation of this website.
Price. Now, how do I get this discount? I take this coupon and I bring it to the pharmacy. I can print it out. I can add it to my wallet on my phone, whether that's an Apple or an Android. I show it to the pharmacist, and I get the coupon credit right at the register. Now, this is an intelligent site. We know that there's other drugs that are commonly prescribed along with this. So we surface them here, and they work with the same coupon. Okay, next.
Wait, hold on, Chad. I'm going to try to say this correctly. Chavari is me. Just sent the gift. Thank you. Chavari is me. You are a sponsor of the show. We got three sponsors so far. We got Chavari is me, Bob 8914, and Brian Pickens. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are sponsors of the show, and y'all are amazing people, and we love and we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all.
What pharmacies can you go to get this drug? It's a smart site. We pull up exactly where you can go to get this. Now, Gonal-F is a specialty drug, so you get it through the mail. I can call any one of these pharmacies, and they deliver it straight to my home. It's that simple.
Mr. President, 1 in 3 families is having trouble having a baby. We're going to have a lot of Trump babies with these costs. Folks cannot afford these medications. It's going to change their lives. Now, this is the tip of the iceberg, because Joe did a lot more with Ed and the rest of the National Design Studio. How many more medications do you have?
Well, the website launches with over 40 medications, ones that are the popular medications and ones that were previously very expensive. These are things like asthma inhalers, the GLP-1s. And on TrumpRx, you can actually find things like the weight loss shots and also new form factors like the weight loss pill. Let's click on this and see the discount for the pill. 89% off the original price. As you mentioned, Americans for the first time are getting the lowest cost price drugs like the rest of the world is. And we're not done. We're adding more and more drugs week over week. So going forward, it's an invitation to the nation to check trumprx.gov anytime you get a prescription.
Mr. President, we're breaking news. This weight loss shot that you've talked about a lot, this is a weight loss pill. And with these pills, which are actually even less expensive than the shots, we project that America will lose about 100 million pounds this year, which is going to make not only folks a lot healthier, but a lot easier to manage when they do get ill. But I'm particularly drawn, as I know you are, to the plight of folks, young couples trying to have children. And that first medication, one of the first ones we did most favored nation drug pricing on, has helped an immense number of folks. But the first person to use trumprx.gov to buy Gonal-F is here. And I wanted to introduce her to you, if you don't mind. Catherine's with us. Oh, perfect. Secretary Kennedy's going to escort her.
Good evening. I'm incredibly honored to be here tonight. I'm a military spouse, and my husband and I have been navigating infertility and IVF for 5 years, a journey that has included profound loss. Through that experience, we have come to understand how critical access to affordable fertility medication truly is. Medications like Gonal F and access to them have been essential to our treatment and to our hope of success. IVF demands extraordinary physical and emotional strength. But for so many families, the financial burden can be just as heavy and at times overwhelming. The President's leadership on price transparency and on reducing the costs of medications, some of which are essential in my fertility treatments, has a real and immediate impact. Families like ours, it can mean the difference between being able to continue treatment or having no choice but to stop. These efforts help ensure that IVF remains within reach for families who are doing everything that they can to build a future. Families who should not have to choose between financial stability and the chance to have a child. For that commitment and leadership, we are greatly thankful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, Oz and everybody, I want to thank you for the job. Joe, what a job you do. Bobby is back here, who is so instrumental. He's doing such a fantastic job. Who would have thought of Kennedy? We love the Kennedy and the Republican Party, but there's been no better advocate for what we're doing than Bobby Kennedy Jr. So I just want to leave you with this. You're going to save tremendous amounts of money. Go to the site. We have many of them, and in a very short period of time, we'll have just about all of them, and they'll be available for differences of 500, 600, 700%, even in some cases more than that. We're tired of subsidizing the world. We have to put America first. If you think about it, that's exactly what we're doing. We want to take care of everybody, but we have to put America first. So this is going to have a huge impact on healthcare. No matter which plan they come up with, drugs and prescription drugs, they form a big part. And now you're going to be getting those drugs at numbers, not with a 1 or 2 or 10% discount, but think of it, 80%, 90% in some cases, numbers that nobody's even thought possible. So I just want to thank our entire team. They have so many people here that have worked so hard. And again, Joe and Oz and Bobby, thank you very much. Great job. And congratulations to you and all that money you're saving, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right, Chad, I think what we're going to do right now, I'm going to go over to the website and I'm going to try to type something in. I'm going to type a medication in. Chad, bear with me. Let me get this together. I'm going to try to type a medication in to see if it come up, like he say. Let's type in penicillin. Let's see. Hold on, Chad. I'm gonna try to type in a few drugs. I don't like to say drugs. I'm gonna type in a few medications and see if it come up. I'm gonna type in penicillin first, Chad. Rocking with me. Appreciate everybody for coming through. The sponsors of the show. We got 3 sponsors so far. We loving up. We appreciate the sponsors. Penicillin. Okay. I got to check the spelling on penicillin to make sure we got it all right. If it even come up. Penicillin. Well, penicillin didn't come up. They don't have penicillin yet. And
Try tramadol.
Okay, how you spell that?
That is TRAMADOL.
Where you going so fast? TRAMADOL. No. Seems like they don't have that many. Let me see. I'm gonna try something else, chat. I'm trying to sit here and type in some medication. I think it said.
The recipe.
Oh, wait. Browse. Doing this on the fly, chat. Trying to see.
What do they have?
Let me try to find something else. What is this? Insulin.
Yep, they should have that.
Original price. Well, as insulin, I think this for people with diabetes. The original price is $25. Same price, no discount on diabetes.
Damn.
Let's see what it looks like over here. Oh, penicillin is supposed to be free at most places. Okay, what else can we look up? I'm going to do a couple more. Insulin.
Try this.
How you spell it?
Lor
Loraze
EPAM.
No. Let's see. Let me look in the chat. Okay. I'm gonna type in some of the things that y'all are putting in. Okay, here we go, chat. How you spell some of the things they putting in here? LISINOP RIL. No. Let's see.
Get a discount on? Seems like ain't nothing in
Let's see. Lisperol is not in there. So it's not that many, chat.
Maybe they just working
Well,
on.
yeah, it's just starting. You know, we can't. Like he did say that they just launched it. What is this? Is diet medication, I think.
Diet pills.
Let's see. What is this? That's a heck of a discount, but that's probably how it works.
Somebody said that's $10 less than at the pharmacy.
That's $10 less than through the pharmacy through insulin. Let's see. Let me look.
Try
CRE vaginal cream. STOR. We couldn't find it. Yeah, a lot of these medications are not on here yet, chat. So it look like it's just a few medication pills. I mean, a few weight loss pills. We did see the diabetes pill, but it was the same price. But I think all this stuff is like for weight loss.
Yeah.
That's what that is. So I guess it's just the beginning stages of it, chat. We just have to check on it. Eli Lilly has a deal that everyone can use, and it gets insulin for $35 and started 2020. Trump network has increased to $3 billion. Trump isn't governing. He is cashing in. Yeah. Yep, he's cashing in, chat. That's a fact. Well, we did look up some medication to try to test out this website. Well, so I guess it's just starting. We got to give them a little time to add more medication onto the website. But hey, it's good to know that maybe there are other alternatives out there. You know, I hope this what I did, this live stream was of value. You know, we did go over the website. It's basically brand new. So we probably check on it, give them a couple of more weeks and see what happens after that. Maybe a lot of medications that regular people use every day will be on the website. I will be shocked if the normal medications that everybody use all the time, like high blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, like for diabetes and stuff like that, I would be surprised if we get these type of discounts. 89% off, 85% off. I would be very shocked. But that'd be great if that's what happens. So I think I'm ending right here, chat. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Everybody that's been rocking with the channel, we love and we appreciate y'all. We got 50 people in the building. We love and we appreciate y'all as we get closer to 10,000 subscribers. Thanks to everybody in the chat, all the sponsors. We had 3 sponsors today, and we appreciate the sponsors. So let's see. Well, how you say that name again?
Shamari, something like that. I know
Is me. I'm going to just say that because that's kind of difficult for me to say. Is me. Thank you for supporting the show. Bob8914, thank you for supporting the show. And Brian Pickens, thank you for supporting the show. We love and we appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing people. I also want to thank everybody for coming and rocking with us in the chat. Appreciate everybody for coming and rock with me. Y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all chose to come over here and rock with us. And we love and we appreciate y'all. All 9,000 subscribers. We love and we appreciate y'all. Over here, this is the Freedom of Speech channel. This is the Freedom of Speech channel because we all have a right to freedom of speech. And we love and we appreciate y'all. With that being said, this is the one and only Stock Sniper. Hope y'all have a great night. Till tomorrow. I love and I appreciate y'all. Catch me tomorrow, chat. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and put on all notification bells so you'll know when we go live. This is the Freedom of Speech channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to everybody that participate with this great platform. We love and we appreciate y'all. To the next one, I'm out. I love y'all, chat.